Now we are going to see about silkworm diseases. Silkworm suffers from several diseases and the silk cocoon crop failure or low harvest is due to the diseases in silkworm. Silkworm diseases are caused by germs and are highly infectious. The development of diseases in silkworm is influenced by environmental and nutritional factors such as temperature, humidity, and mulberry leaf content. The table shows the groups of organisms and causative agents, that is particular virus or bacteria or fungi, etc. And the diseases. The common diseases in silkworm are grassery, flutchery, and muscardine. There is also an uncommon but dangerous disease, that is pebrine. The incidence of disease not only damages the crop but also causes financial loss to the farmers. The proverb, "Prevention is better than cure," is applicable for disease and pest attack of silkworm also. The occurrence of disease also destroys the rearing environment. In case correct steps of disinfection are not taken, the disease may prevail in the rearing appliances or rearing house. The picture shows disease-affected worms. Nuclear polyhedrosis, commonly known as grassery or milky disease. It is major viral disease in silkworm. The disease is caused by Bombyx mori nuclear polyhedrosis virus. The disease prevails all through the year and is more common in summer and rainy seasons. Among the different diseases in silkworm, this disease prevalence ranges from 33 to 55%. Sources of infection: the grassery diseased silkworms and their body fluid. Pathogen persisting in silkworm rearing house, appliances, and silkworm waste in the rearing environment. Alternate host insects for BMNPV. Route of infection: the mode of infection is per pores, that is through mouth. The silkworm gets infected when it feeds on mulberry leaf contaminated with BMNPV. Factors responsible for disease incidence: low temperature, that is lower than 20 degrees Celsius, and high temperature above 28 degrees Celsius. High humidity, that is above 80%, or low humidity, that is lower than 40%. Inferior quality mulberry leaf with low protein and carbohydrate. Symptoms: at the early stage of infection, the infected silkworm appears normal, but during the later stage of infection, the diseased larvae will have characteristic swollen intersegmental region. The integument will be fragile and breaks easily using turbid milky fluid. The microscopic examination of milky fluid indicates the presence of millions of polyhedral acculation bodies. The larvae do not settle for molt and develop shining integument. Management of disease: practice disinfection and hygiene in silkworm rearing. A spray of 0.3% slacked lime solution In addition to usual disinfection of rearing house and appliances is recommended in case of high incidence of disease. Apply bed disinfect, Vijita, Ration Kit, औषध, Ration Sanjeevani, Ration Jyoti after every load before resumption and on 4th day of 5th install. Dust slacked lime on silkworm settled for mold. Avoid low temperature, that is 10 to 20 degrees Celsius, and high temperatures, that is 28 to 35 degrees Celsius, and humidity below 70%, as well as drastic changes in temperature and humidity during the rearing. Feed nutritious mulberry and provide required spacing and ventilation. This picture shows the worm affected by grocery disease. Fletchery disease. Fletchery is a flaccid disease common in silkworm. It is a syndrome caused by either viruses, bacteria, or by an association of both. The disease is caused by Bombyx mori infectious Fletchery virus, that is infectious Fletchery, and Bombyx mori densonucleosis virus, densonucleosis, and in association with bacteria or bacteria alone such as Streptococci, Staphylococci, Bacillus species, Serratia bacteria. The disease prevails all through the year, primarily during winter and rainy season. Among the diseases in silkworm, Fletchery accounts for 57.22% in Karnataka. Sources of infection. Fletchery diseased silkworms, their feces, gut juice, and body fluid. Pathogen persisting in silkworm rearing house, appliances, and mulberry leaves. And alternate hosts. Route of infection. The mode of infection is per os. The silkworm gets infection on feeding the mulberry leaf contaminated with above pathogens. Sometimes the larvae also get infected through injury. Factors responsible for disease incidence. Fluctuation in temperature and humidity, poor quality mulberry, unhygienic condition including the accumulation of silkworm waste in the rearing bed, overcrowded rearing and poor ventilation, feeding wet leaves, unhygienic and humid condition in rearing. Symptoms. At the early stage of infection, symptoms are atypical at the early stage of infection. Larvae appear lethargic and lose appetite. At the later stage of infection, Fletchery disease caused by virus results larvae with retarded growth, dull, soft, and flaccid. The cephalothoracic region appears translucent. The larvae vomits, gut juice, and develop dysentery. In case of Fletchery caused by bacteria, the larvae become strand in growth and develop flaccidity. The larvae on death putrefy, develop different color and emit foul smell. Sometimes larvae show symptoms of toxicity. Diseased larvae appear to lift its head up, develop spasm and tremor, vomits gut juice, paralysis, collapses, and dies. Cephalic region bends to hoop shape, rottens and smells foul. due to feeding of contaminated mulberry with pathogenic Bacillus thuringiensis laxato. Management disease. Practice infection of silkworm rearing house, surroundings, appliances and silkworm egg surface. Spray of 0.3% slacked lime solution in addition to usual disinfection procedure in case of high incidence of the disease. Feed good quality mulberry. Provide requisite spacing and ventilation. Do not feed wet mulberry. Avoid overcrowded rearing and accumulation of silkworm waste in the rearing bed. Maintain optimum temperature and humidity. Practice hygienic measures during silkworm rearing. Ensure the measures of destruction of diseased silkworm. Apply bed disinfectant Vijita, Resham Sanjeevani after every bolt and on 4th day of 5th install. Fletchery disease affected larvae. Muscardine disease. Muscardine disease is caused by fungus in silkworm. White muscardine is the common fungal disease in India. White muscardine is caused by a fungus, Beauveria bassiana. The disease prevails during winter and rainy season in all sericultural areas. Among the diseases, muscardine accounts for 19%. The disease is also common among in many agricultural pests. Source of infection. Mummified diseased silkworms. Pathogen existing in the silkworm rearing house and appliances and airborne germs in rearing environment. Several agricultural pests and wild insects as alternate hosts forming the sources of pathogen. Route of infection. The mode of infection is cutaneous, that is through skin. The infectious conidograph and penetrate through the integument and establish infection in silkworm. Factors responsible for disease incidence: low temperature and high humidity, overcrowded rearing. Symptoms. The pathogen infects all stages of silkworm and the symptoms are observed in all stages. Egg stage. Infected eggs are paler and chlamydia may be observed on the egg surface. Fungal mycelium may also be observed inside and outside the infected egg. Infected eggs do not hatch. Larval stage. The larvae loses appetite, inactive and on death flaccid. Vomiting and diarrhea may also be observed. The larval body becomes less elastic and oil stain-like. Or black moths without clear border may be seen on the body surface. Dead larvae gradually become harder and finally hard and mummifies. The fungus overgrows the larvae, develops fruiting body and produces gonadium the surface giving white color to the mummified diseased silkworm. Pupal stage. The pupa may have black spots and the mummified pupa is hard, lighter and white. The fungus seen coming out through intersegmental region. Moth. Infected moths are sluggish with deformed wings. The dead moth decomposes and light mummified and white. Management of disease. Practice disinfection of silkworm rearing house, surroundings, appliances and silkworm web surface. Practice hygienic measures during silkworm rearing. Ensure that measures of destruction of diseased silkworm. Regulate humidity by dusting slack lime at the beginning of every molt and in between if necessary to keep the rearing bed dry. Provide good ventilation. Apply bed disinfectant Vegeta as per recommended schedule and quality. As a specific measure, dust Vegeta supplement after every molt and on third day of fourth install and second day and sixth day of fifth install. Alternatively, apply Ration Kit, Aushad, Ration Sanjeevani, Ration Jyoti, Ladax after every molt and on fourth day of fifth install. The picture shows the diseased larvae of muscardine. Pebrine disease. Pebrine is a chronic disease in silkworm. A microsporidium, Nosambum species and strains of Nosema species. The disease is known to occur at any time of the year and is not restricted to any season. Source of infection. The feces of the diseased silkworms and dead larvae. Pathogen persisting in rearing environment, rearing house and appliances. Contaminated mulberry and surface contaminated eggshell. Mulberry and agricultural pests and wild insects as alternate hosts for the pathogen. Route of infection. The mode of infection is per os or the disease may be transmitted from mother to the offspring. Factors responsible for disease incidence. Environmental conditions and nutritional status of mulberry do not cause disease incidence. Symptoms. The symptoms of infection could be observed in all stages of silkworm. Egg stage. The eggs laid by moth are fewer and do not firmly attach to the egg sheet. The number of dead and unfertilized eggs is higher. The hatching is irregular and number of hatched eggs is fewer. Larval stage. The diseased larvae will have poor appetite, retarded growth, undersized and flaccid. The larvae are comparatively paler, translucent and delays to molt. The silk gland will have white pustules on its surface. The dead larvae remain rubbery for some time and then turn black. Pupal stage. The diseased pupa may develop black markings on the surface. Moth stage. The moth appears malformed. The wings are stunted and crippled. Management of disease. Practice disinfection at Silkworm Seed Production Center, Silkworm Rearing House, surroundings, appliances and silkworm egg surface. Reared silkworm hatched from eggs prepared from pebrine-free moth as ascertained by microscopic examination of the mother moth. Practice hygienic measures during silkworm rearing. Ensure measures for destruction of diseased silkworm, fecal matter, cocoons, eggs. Apply bed disinfectant Vegeta as per recommended schedule and quantity. Control alternate insect host for Mozambicus and around mulberry garden. This picture shows pebrine affected larvae. Thank you.